Well, hello everyone, welcome back to Argsy Farms in a very wintry The Oaks. Yes, winter has set in, we've already got snow on the ground. We're only in the middle of December, so certainly a little bit earlier than we might have expected. We're working on keeping our animals fed. There's not too much on the farm, obviously feeding the animals. Just grapple with this bale, that put in, concentrate on that. There we go, that'll tipple in. And we've got all our bales are actually out on the field still, the hay and the silage we made last time. We need to go and collect and get put into storage, and what we're actually going to do is actually a really good price for silage at the moment, which we are going to go and take them straight from the field down to the sell point and make a little bit of money. Now, thank you to Pro Farmer, who pointed out that there is actually a mix for using silage, grass and straw. If we just jump out and have a look, we'll go and stand next to the mixer here. You can see down the bottom, in fact, we'll look up on the red, we're using the young stock recipe, which will take silage, hay and straw. Now we're limited to a max of 30% straw, which does mean we can't put a full bale in. We're limited to putting about 4,000 litres in. I've already made one mix up, and we've got this bale left here, which is about 2,000 litres. So we'll put the rest of that in, and I think we'll make do for that for this mix, and go and get the animals fed. But it is good that we are able to use some of that. Mark Haythornthwaite, the transport company, the haulage firm, he has offered to buy some of our straw if we want to get rid of it. He uses it to run the grain dryer. It is the fuel that he uses down there, so we might be able to get rid of some of it too. We'll see how we go, because we're not going to chew through 48 straw bales we had very quickly. We're only putting them in each half mix. There we go, let's just see, there we go, it's turned to TMR now, and we can leave that there. So let's just turn this off for a sec. Get the lights on, it's that dark. Let's just go and have a look, see what we've got in here. 13,500 litres, and you can see that straw is 15%, so like I said, any more than about 4,000 litres we'd have too much, and with our silage being 5,000 litres, that's going to go too high if we put another silage bale in. Hay, 47% with 6.5, so we really can't do much more than what we've done there. So it'll work. I know there's some other feed mixers out there which are actually a better size. About a 30,000 litre mixer would work with two hay, two silage, and the balance being straw. So maybe we'll look at upgrading that at some stage. Might make things a little bit easier. Just forget there's a little bit of a hidden collision in there. Might make things a little bit easier in the future to handle. There we go, we'll get this into the animals. They'll be all fed. They do need some more water, but we won't worry about doing that now. We're going to focus on going and getting these bales all put away in the... all put away, all off the fields. Now, are they going to take the full mixer load or not? It's going to be pretty close. They were pretty close to being full. And just watching it get down to the last, not quite. So we'll jump out here, go and see if we can get this unhooked. Here we go. PTO and hoses disconnected. They're taken off there. We'll get this hooked up to the trailer, and we will run down to the fields and go and get these bales loaded up. So you're probably wondering why we've got a load of bales when we're still at the yard. I decided we actually needed to free up some space to get all our hay in here. So that's given us space now for 34 bales. We had 45, so we might have to get a little bit more out. But I thought, seeing we've got so much silage, 154 bales sitting in there, that's much more than we need. And because the price is so good, we're going to go flood the market with some silage. So I thought, let's take a load for now. We'll get the ones that are down in the field. There's 35 in the field as well. I was only going to put 5 on, and then thought, hang on, let's take a full load from us. So we'll get it loaded up. We've got it loaded up. So we'll run this down. We're going to the bale sell point at the animal dealer, which is actually not too far away from the grass field that we have our silage in, which is good. So we'll run down, get this delivered. We will come back and grab the tractor, and we'll go down and load up and go and get a few more sold. It'd be good to get some money in, because not that we're getting low, well, I guess we are getting low, but we want to make sure we can pay off all our loans and debt and everything while we're over winter and while we don't have too much income in. But we also need to make sure we sell our dried wheat at the right time, so we'll have to be on to the haulage company to get that delivered for us when it's at its peak. So let's carry on down. We'll see you down at the bale sale point, see how much we make off this first load. There is the animal dealer in here on our left, and we'll have to go in and find the bale sale point. I can see a huge amount of bales stacked up in there, so I'm assuming it's going to be somewhere over there. Look at them all. Let's drive in here now, find the entrance, figure out exactly where it is. I reckon we've got the animals on the left, and we're going to find our bale sale point over here on the right somewhere. Let's see if we can figure out whether it's just here through the middle, or do we have to back up somewhere special. Wonder, a few bales over there. That could signify where it is. Let's just jump here. I'm unstrapped. Often you need to have them unstrapped to figure out where the sell point is. Well, I think we found it. It looks like a sell point. So we're just around the corner from that. Let's go and get backed up. In fact, we can probably just about drive in over top of it. Let's just be careful and slow because I don't have them strapped on anymore. Just going to have a look. Is this a drive-through shed? Actually pay attention to that. Not drive-through, but let's just see if we can nose in here and get these bales sold. See what we make off them. To go through slowly and see what we end up with. Let's just jump out of cab and keep an eye on what's happening. Alright, there we go. They're all disappearing off the back of there. And that is our first load sold. 17,500 plus the environmental score. I hadn't thought about that. So that's almost $19,000 per load, right? We are going to make money while the snow doesn't fall. The sun is shining. But we're going to go and make money as much as we can. Let's go get loaded up from the field. I reckon with that sort of income, it's going to be worth divesting ourselves of some of the bales we've got back in this shed as well. So it could be a bit of back and forth today with the trailer and making some money. But let's see what we end up with. Get down to the field, go and start loading up down there. Let's blow the tractors down here now. Let's just get straight into picking some bales up and getting them loaded. Not much point picking the one up here, but it's in front of us. Let's go and have a look. I haven't tried loading bales in first person for quite some time, so this could be interesting. We've got the trailer down the back here, so let's go and have a look and see if we can get some of these stacked up. And then down to the sell point. I mean, $19,000 per load. If we can get the 2 loads out of here and then brake. Remember, it's snowy ground. Brakes don't work quite so well. But yeah, like I'm saying, if we can get the 2 loads out of here and then head on back to the farm and maybe pick up another load or 2 from there, we're going to get a good boost in our income. But let's have a look. I'm going to try and do this first person. That leveled off a little bit. Drive forward. Alright, that's that part done. Have a look and see if we can get this positioned in the right spot on the back of the trailer. Depth perception is always the hardest thing when it comes to this. Get that a little bit further. No, I somehow managed to tip the forks forward. Alright. Let's try it this way. I can get that position of everything a little bit better there. Turn those lights off. Let's just drive on up and get these strapped down. Let's have a look. Here we go. Down and out and sorted. Right. 1 stack down. About 20 to go. 18 or so. Let's get into it and we'll see you very soon. There we are, first load done, 100,000 litres again, so we should get another 18, 19 grand. And we've got these last 15 or so bales, so we'll come back and grab those and get them sold too. That'll get us, what, 14 or so? So another $35,000 or so out of this field. Fantastic. Let's just jump in here. It's so much easier driving in first person on this map. There's not many maps you'd say that in, but the Oaks with these tree-lined roads, it really is easier. Sitting down in cab and being able to see where you are and where you're going. So carry on, let's head back down here. It's not too far, just got to head down, turn right, and then we're pretty much at the bale sale point. So we'll go and get this one unloaded, get back and get that filled up. Then we've got all the bales in the hayfield to get back to the yard, and then we'll be back to do another load from the yard. So we'll just carry on, see how we end up with our money, and we'll touch base as we keep on moving and let you know how we're getting on. We get backed in here, let's see. I don't know if they will unload with them strapped on or not. Have a look. It looks like we have to unstrap those, so just get done. There we go. See what happens, keep on going back, make sure it all goes in one load, and we'll see how much we end up with again. Pretty much exactly the same, just under 19 grand. Fantastic, I'm loving it. $45,000, we started off on 7. So let's carry on. See what, I reckon we might hit 100k if we sold 2-3 more loads of bales. Definitely 3 more loads will get us very close. Could be just about worth it. Anyhow, let's carry on. It's going to take us a wee while. It's going to pay off in the end. Third load in here is the last 15 out of the field. Let's get them backed in over there, not too quick. Slow enough. $14,000. Not bad. So we're up to 60. 2 more loads is going to get us pretty close. But first, before we go and do any more silage and sell any more silage, we've got to get the hay out of the field. We've already taken the 5 series up to the field. It's sitting up there ready to go. So we just need to get ourselves down there. Looking the right way, looking out the side. But we need to get ourselves down there and go and get this loaded up. So we'll see you down there and carry on getting the hay done. Lots of bale loading. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but when you're playing on a server that is trying to focus on realism, sometimes just what you've got to do. So let's go and get this hay moved, put it down in the shed, and get the fields all tidied up. Great to have that all sorted out. Should have done it before it snowed, really. Should have done it before now, but it's getting done, which is the main thing. So we've made it down here to the hayfield and got our first trailer load just about full. Now, famous last words, I'll probably manage knock these off as we put this last lot in there, but if we just gentle don't push our limits too far. That's just starting to push the other one, so plonk that down, back out, and that is us done. So we'll get that turned off. Light switched off as well. A couple of straps here over the back. Bale and that bale there. Get one more on there, can't we? Yeah, perfect. Right, that's everything strapped on. Let's jump in and go and get this load back down to the farm and put it in the storage. 130,000 litres. I think we're going to need some more animals. I was worried we were going to run out of food, but now that we're getting some more money and a little bit more income in, not so worried about paying our debts and things like that, I wonder whether we might actually look get some more animals. Give it some thought, but certainly something we could consider. Anyhow, let's carry on down, go and get these unloaded, put into our shed, and we'll be back. I think there's still 2 more trips. I think there was 45 total, so we'll see. We might try and squeeze the extra 5 in on top of the next load. Should be 25 bales left down there. Anyhow, let's carry on, get back down and keep moving. Now the funny thing here, we've got the bales with the nice wrap on it. I can guarantee, probably by the time we put them into the shed and unload them on the trailer, they'll default back to just being a standard 6,500 litre bale, so we'll lose the wrap. There it is, you can already see them going into the shed there and disappearing, but let's see if we can get these all backed in and unloaded. Last 2, there we are, perfect. Alright, let's just see, because we're not going to have enough space. The last 25, I think we're going to have to take some more silage bales out. Let's have a look there. We've got space for 14, so just about, but we are, like I said, going to pull some more of those silage bales out. So, interesting, it's counted those differently. I wonder if it will wrap them. Seeing a different count for the round hay bales. Perhaps when it comes out, they will still be wrapped in that colour. Oh, well, we'll see. We'll find out. Anyhow, let's carry on and get the last loads, last few bales down here. So we're just getting the last 2 bales picked up here, and I must have just remembered how many bales we had. We had exactly 40 in here, so it was exactly 2 trailer loads. I was thinking for some reason we had 45. Maybe it's because we had 35 in the other field. I juxtaposed, can't even say the word. Juxtaposed? Translated? Transposed. That's the word I'm after. I transposed the numbers. Gosh, it's not an English lesson, but it's turning out to be one. But yeah, there we go. Everything is all done. Let's get those all strapped up, and we'll be able to head back. Get them unloaded, and it will mean we only have to pull out a few from the shed to be able to get the last few in there. But we'll go do that. Head on down. Need to take this back to do that as well, and we'll get another load loaded up and taken down to the sell point. So here we are. I've pulled 6 silage bales out already. We needed to have those out to be able to store all of these in, so we'll just try and get this backed in. Make sure we can get them all into the shed, and then once we've done that, we should be able to start loading up the trailer. Get some silage bales down. Let's see, can we get those all in? There we go. Just need to get that last one. There we go. Force the trailer across so that it all goes in. Alright, that's perfect. Now, we spin ourselves around, go and get a load of 20 more silage bales put on the back, and we'll head on down to the bale sell point, get these sold, get a bit more money into the account. Like about there, and we should be good to go. Right, let's go and get 14 more bales out of the shed, and we'll get these 6 and those 14 loaded up. We'll be good to go. So we've got another load of silage bales here, all loaded up, and we're on our way down to get them sold. Now, just going to take the chance while we do this, talk about a couple of things. The next couple of months, being winter, there is not going to be a great deal to do on the farm. So I'm going to take the opportunity to do some farm tours and let you know a little bit more about the other farms that are around. You've seen some of them. We've been to a couple, we've done some work on a couple, deliveries, etc. Borrowed some equipment, but generally things have changed and there's been quite a bit of growth since we've been to some of those farms. So we're going to report back, basically give you a little summary on what they're doing, give a little tour and overview of their farmyards and areas and equipment, and yeah, just sort of, you know, bring some attention to everyone else who is here, because it's not just me. As we've seen, there is plenty of other people who are spending quite a little time on the server. In fact, more time than I can. So it's good to see them growing. The second thing I think I mentioned last time is we're adding contracts in as a way to be able to potentially reduce the field price. We've got the Better Contracts mod, which does give a discount and a stacking discount each time you do a contract on a certain NPC owning field, so you can potentially get quite a discount if you do enough contracts for the right people. Our contract return is not going to be that high, so the pure purpose for it is to be able to get those discounts, or the main purpose. There will be some reward, but not a huge amount, and we're limited to 1 per month. However, as most of the small fields have been taken up and purchased already, there's only really going to be contracts on bigger fields, maybe not as big as the one next to us, but really on the bigger fields, and our equipment's not that big. And like I said, I'm a little bit time poor to be able to get on here and spend any work. So keep an eye out in the next episode or two for a job advert looking for someone to come on and be a contract manager for the farm. Basically once a month, once each week, once every month in game, come in and take care of a contract, get something sorted, and just be a part of the farm in that way. Do something I can't do and sort of focus on that side of things. Obviously there'll be opportunities to be involved in other ways, but keep an eye out for that. I'm not asking now, so don't go ahead and comment that you'll be interested, or feel free to comment that you're interested if you like. I'd be keen to see how many people are going to want to do this, but keep an eye out. We'll do the ad, we'll go through a little bit of a process for figuring out who we might offer that role to. Anyhow, it's taken us the whole trip down here, which was a little bit wobbly. Let's get backed in here, get these ones sold, and we'll get one more load done, I think, before we'll pack things up for the day. Let's have a look if we can back in here and do all this without any hassles. Unstrap things. Here we go. Have they got unstrapped? Can't actually tell. They have, but I didn't have them loaded in properly. Oh, that's terrible. What a mess, Argsy. Alright, a little uncouth, but another $19,000 there, 59 to 78. So let's carry on. Got egg on my face after that effort, but let's go down, we'll grab one more load, and then we'll be done. And we'll be pretty much knocking on $100,000, which will be just awesome. Right, last couple of bales, and we will be done. I think I was just adding up. This has been our 6th load of bales we've loaded. 2 in the silage field, 2 in the... In fact, it'll be our 7th, I think. 2 in the silage field, 2 in the hay field, and I think our 3rd one from here. So yeah, 7 loads we've done today. Bit of a challenge. Much as I love it, it does get a little bit tedious sometimes. So, let's go and get this sold. Let's get that money rolling up even further. That is the one time when it becomes rewarding, is when you can see that money going up. So, down to the sell point and get this one unloaded, and I think we will call it quits, for at least for the stream. Now, oh look at that. I saw Dazed go past before. He's actually been out doing some snow ploughing. I don't know where he is. We might have to go and check him out doing that, or before we finished. I had thought about doing that myself. Obviously that's an option we have here with the council work, being able to get on here and do some snow ploughing and cleaning up the roads and things like that. Summer it's mowing grass, winter it's clearing the roads. So yeah, we'll have to go and check him out doing that, see how it looks, and then we'll call it quits for the day. Well, look, we didn't have to go too far to find him at all. Here he is coming along the road. And there we go, we'll just hop out actually. Stop traffic. Watch him as he comes along. Got the snowplow there hooked up, I think. Oh, and he's clipped the curb. The curbs are quite punishing here on the Oaks, so we'll let him off with that. I think, has he got the salt spreader on the back? He does. Nice job there with the plough. And anything he misses, the salt spreader will pick up. Left him enough space just. That's a pretty good job. Doing pretty well there against the curb, you can see. Running along there, but yeah, just another one of the fun little activities. We will try and get some of that done maybe next month, once we've sorted out our little farm tours and anything else we need to do on the farm. But for now, let's go and get this delivered. But how much easier is this? Look at these nice clear roads. Good job, Dazed, well done. Well, I'm not going to embarrass myself with my backing again this time, but let's get these ones in over here and sold. Go, all gone. 17, 18. I wonder if the price is coming back a little bit. It's under 19 grand, but look at that, $96,739. I'm so happy with that. It was been well worth the hassle and effort of loading the tractor up and the trailer up and bringing a few loads down here. Definitely going to help us out quite significantly, and more to come. We'll probably be able to sell some more. I might even see how we go. If I get some spare time, I might just jump on and between episodes get a few more loads sold. So you never know, next one you come in, you might find us well over $100,000 and the account looking very healthy. But anyhow, we're going to head back to the farm, get everything parked up, put away, and leave things there for this episode. As always, I hope you've enjoyed it. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.